So you just got done watching Fresh and Fit or Kevin Samuel.
Honestly, sit back and listen to a woman who's built like the planet Ego talk about mediocre men while she's smoking on a motherfucking Newport.
A lot of y'all niggas care way too much about what bitches think about.
They said they want a guy with status. And you're probably thinking, well, I don't have a blue check mark. I don't have a bunch of followers on IG. So am I screwed? Well, the answer is yes and no. The answer is no, because there are other ways for men to get status other than a blue check mark and a bunch of followers on Instagram. So in today's video, I'm gonna break down how you can get status as a normal, regular guy. No clout needed, no Lamborghinis needed. You just need to follow these 3 methods and you can portray status without having a blue check mark. Fellas, let's talk. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Chad here from Defund Simping. In today's video, we're going over how you can get status. Now, before we jump into today's video, make sure to check out my free Discord. I pop in there at least a couple times a day, answering questions about dating app profiles, texting her this and asking her that, etc. Now let's get into today's video, boys. How to increase your status. The first place men can acquire status is through a location. Fellas, we all know that one guy who walked into the club or the bar, daps up the bouncer, knows the people, the hostess working inside, they get in no sweat. When there's girls in line and they see you interacting with the security, interacting with the bouncer, interacting with the people behind the counter, people start to wonder, who is this guy and why do so many people know him? Especially if you live in a small town. Get to know everybody at the bars and clubs you go to, because you may not have a blue check mark and a bunch of followers, but for that night, you walking in and skipping the line, or you dapping up the bartender, you giving props to the hostess, right? And they're talking to you, engaging with you. That's gonna create some curiosity in the men and women around you, where girls are thinking, he was able to skip the line. He was able to talk to the owner, and the owner seemed like they were cool. Who is he? And what does he do? It's gonna create curiosity. This also works in a gym. So all of us, hopefully, work out and you go at your regular time and you see that gym girl. I guarantee you, if that gym girl saw you interacting with a bunch of people in the gym, she'll be thinking,
wait a minute, this guy knows everyone, so why doesn't he know me?
Or if you were to approach her, she'd be much more inclined to speaking with you because she sees you talk to everybody. So since she saw you talking to a lot of people in the gym, she's probably thinking, okay, if this guy's talking to everybody, he must be cool. Therefore, when he comes up and talks to me, I'll be much more receptive to his approach. Another place you can get some status, guys, is on your school campus. I know there's some of you guys watching this in your college dorm or in college right now, and I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. So I had 2 friends and they didn't have much status in the city at all. So one thing they knew is kids love to party. So what did they do? They started renting out Airbnbs and threw the biggest parties. And within 6 months, they went from like having 2K Instagram followers to 20K because they made it a requirement to get into the party to follow them on Instagram. All they did was get an Airbnb and buy some liquor and got some red cups and people showed up. Eventually, their name run all over town as the guys that threw the parties. And guess what? Girls will be nicer to them. Girls will start DMing them. Why? Because they wanted to be a part of the fun. There's plenty of other ways, but getting popular on your campus for being known as the guy that throws good parties, or the guy that always has a good time, or the guy that's always dancing, or trying to get a positive rep on your campus for something, and that's also going to attract women into your life without you having a blue check and a bunch of followers. The second way you can get status is through education. Guys, I'm not sure if you knew this, but let's just say there's a group of girls at brunch, right? And a girl says, hey, I just met this guy. They're not going to say first,
Hey, what does he look like?
They're going to say,
oh, what does he do?
Girls are status driven. They want the guy they're with to have some status, for the most part, if they can. So if you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, anything that's kind of hard to obtain in the education realm, that just gave you status. Especially with most of the world, the parents introduce their sons to potential suitors with, oh, he's a doctor, he's a lawyer, he's a metaphysicist, he's a brain surgeon, whatever the case may be. Now, guys, your title does matter. So yes, you can make a lot of money, but if you just say I'm in sales, that's not going to be as status driven as I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. So if you're in school right now, stay in there. Don't drop out, because your degree is going to give you status amongst women, because usually the STEM field, your science, technology, engineering, and math usually pay pretty well. You're usually going to be a six-figure guy. So you telling a woman that you're an engineer, you're a doctor, you kind of just already got the girl's panties wet, because she knows, okay, this man can probably offer me security because of the job that he has. The last place you can get some status is on social media. Now, let me explain though. Guys, I don't expect any of you to go get 10,000 Instagram followers in the next couple of days. But one thing you can do to make your Instagram look better is to convey a fun lifestyle. So here are some pictures I recommend you guys can do to help your Instagram look better. Because guys, let's face it, a lot of you rely on dating apps to get all the leads into your life. Let's just be real. If you're using online to get most of your women into your life, at least make your Instagram page somewhat decent. The first picture you can do is a nice dinner photo. Guys, get a fresh haircut, put on a collared shirt or whatever you feel comfortable in, be at a decent restaurant, nice plate of food in front of you, a drink in front of you, look left, look right, have your friend snap some photos at dinner. That's going to show the girl that you have good taste in restaurants, and if she were to potentially date you, that's the lifestyle she could be living with you. The second photo is you doing a hobby, whether if it's rock climbing, running, surfing, showing girls that, yo, I'm an active guy and I have hobbies. Another thing girls love is a guy that can travel. So boys, when you're on vacation, try to snap some photos or some videos of you in Tulum, in Miami, doing something that shows to them that you like to have a good time, you like to travel. Because girls, they thirst trap with their bodies, but we can thirst trap with our lifestyle. Girls are much more attracted to a guy in Dubai than a guy with his shirt off by a Mustang. You know what I mean? Overall, guys, you can get status in this world without having a crazy Instagram presence. If you have at least 5 to 7 photos of yourself in good lighting, again, showing lifestyle, showing how fun of a guy you are, that should be fine. If you're in school, stay in school because you can use your degree as status. And also, any place you go to regularly, do your best to get to know everybody. It's gonna make approaching women easier, and it's gonna make women come to you a much better experience, because when girls see you engaging with people, that's their way of saying, okay, this guy's not a creep, because most people are talking to him. Talk to people, guys, stay in school, get that degree, and also have some decent photos of you showing a decent lifestyle on your Instagram page. This is gonna help you much better than having one picture from 2018. All right, boys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to get your status up. I hope you guys can start implementing these things today or tomorrow at least, so you start raising that status. You guys have a good day now. Peace.